Hi Mark, this is a video to give you some instructions on how to process your files, and let's go ahead and do a little bit of a test. After multiple tries, I have noticed that the update existing elements doesn't work very well, so I would avoid having to do that. What I recommend as you go forward is let's see. Let's go ahead now. You do have the product separated into the different categories. What I'd like to do, so for example, if you're gonna upload new shoes, is go ahead and select all the shoes and filter it. And then you can take a look at which ones have been published recently. You have some as you keep going that you obviously did in 2015 and things like that, but the new ones that are all done on the set date are your new ones. So instead of doing update existing elements, you want to go ahead and select all the ones that each file has uploaded, and they're fairly easy to spot. You have the shoes, you have the helmets, and then you have the apparel items, then you also have the new items uploaded with that last file, the Blackburn file. So if let's go ahead and go back to our files. So let's say you deleted apparel, boom. So we're gonna come back over here and we're gonna select apparel. So that's like if you do existing items, you can test it, but it doesn't really work well. It starts adding wrong things to different areas, so you're gonna do new items after you delete. You can test the existing items, but I have tested it. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and check your nodes. In this file, this is one of the files that I want to show you. So for example, you have this product is LXLF Gyro G01, and so then you have LXLF, and Gyro G01B, and you have Gyro 01 as the parent SKU. That's perfect. So this is color black. You have a color ID here that okay, let's see. And then you have a size small, and the size small has Gyro G01B. This should be Gyro G01, no B at all. The black and the S will automatically add this into its own variation together. So the small is not a variation of the black. So that is the mistake on the file part. So all these end up being like a children of a children, which doesn't exist in our case. So let's go ahead and move forward from this one. Let's assume that's all correct. Now, you should always look at the file to see if the file has changed. The way that you drag these is, you're going to drag each one into this. So for example, the title, goes right in here, and description will go right in here. Now, if they fit the same names, if the user hasn't changed, so for example, you would go into here. This is the add-ons. You have the SKU, which is like right up here. Now, one of the things that I noticed on your end, this doesn't work. There is no errors on this part, but on a usual place, this lets you drag into this area. It's not doing it on your computer. And we go into variable product. Now, since this is one of the ones that has already been made, you're gonna go ahead and select the WP over here. This is going to trigger. You're going to load everything on the proper place. So it's going to have the SKU, the price, the mapping, the attributes. So this is the size of other colors. They go into their variations. So this is the SKU parent SKU relationship that we require. This has all the images that we need, and this is configured properly, to work with a categories that your products may have. So all these areas are configured properly. If it was Blackburn, you have WP2. Blackburn was labeled differently for the categories, so they made a change on that one. So you're gonna then go ahead and click continue to step 4 over here. You're gonna click auto detect if this field is empty, and you're gonna hit another continue. You're gonna click the confirm and run. This file, for example, all of them were a little bit different. Blackburn took more than an hour, and so it depends on how large the files are. So you're gonna just go ahead and it depends on how the server's interacting. So you're gonna go ahead and just click confirm and run, and it'll go ahead and take its time and process the file. And once it's complete, you'll see is the processing is complete. So let me know if you have any questions. This is what you're gonna do with each file. You're gonna click import. You're gonna click upload file, and then select the file. Just make sure you delete the set first. Like I said, if you can test doing update existing files, but I didn't see it work very well, so I wouldn't recommend it. And I would just recommend go ahead and delete and uploading a whole new set. It's much cleaner. When you delete, delete them one time, and then you have to delete them permanently from the trash. So it's a 2-step process for the deletion. So you would just go to your product, select them, and sometimes it's real slow. Alright, you hit the trash, and then there will be like a trash area. You go there and delete permanently, and then it will be ready for you to upload new products. Thanks so much. Have an excellent night.